This is New York, and this is my tropical garden, and today we are doing a full garden tour of all the tropicals, what's working, what may be a problem, and what I really like in this garden. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my garden. How is everybody? It is a beautiful morning out here. I have my coffee. I often have my coffee in my hand when I'm videoing. You just don't see that. Sometimes when you see the camera move around, it's because I'm taking a sip of coffee. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning. I was just talking with some of my friends in Georgia and Germany, and I was saying how pretty it was today. And it's going to be spectacular weather here for the next week. Finally, super warm temperatures, nice evenings and nights. So I'm a happy man. Today, we are going through the garden. It's a garden tour. I'm not going over a lot of details. I'm just showing you what's going on in the June garden. I would say I'm pretty much done, meaning people are now allowed to come over and see the garden, which is a really good thing. I was totally embarrassed like 3 weeks ago when one of my friends came over and I was just like, this is just a disaster. And I kept saying, this will look better, this will look better, this will look better. But now I'm finally there. That's the problem with a tropical garden. You're always not quite ready until June. And now I'm there. And yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot of plants are doing well. A few casualties you'll see on this one, one in particular. Yeah, but most things are really starting to take off, and I'm happy with it. There's a few changes I would make, but every year the tropical garden is very different because I put things in different places. So we will see if you like it this year. If you see something you're like, Tim, you should not have done that, please obviously like and or dislike, but please comment, tell me what you think. There's quite a few of you who say, Tim, you need to move this, and Tim, you need to get rid of that, or why do you have that plant there? And I really appreciate that because some of you have some really good ideas, and that's what's so fun on this channel. Please like and subscribe because that makes a difference. It means I keep getting people that are like, I didn't even know you had this channel. I just suddenly came up. And I always wonder, like, if you're a tropical gardener, especially if you're doing palm trees, how are you not finding this channel? But people keep finding me and say, I've had palm trees for years. I've been watching YouTube for years, never saw your videos. So I think if you like, there's a hummingbird in my hummingbird feeder right now. Yay, I love hummingbirds. I wish I could turn the camera that way and let you see. Let's see if I can slowly do, no, I tried. I'll try to get it on camera, but yeah, I love hummingbirds. Anyway, let's get right into the garden. I never start the tour in the front garden, but I am doing it today. My lavender is blooming along the wall here. I've got my agave americanas in here. My big leaf magnolia, which I was really hoping would bloom. Right now I don't see any blooms, but I want to show you how big this is. So it's huge leaves, and it really does look tropical, which is why I love it. And then I have my magnolia ashy over here, and it has big leaves too, and both of them have gigantic flowers if they will bloom, so we will see. My tequila agave is still looking good, and it's a good 4 feet tall at least. I have yet to cut down the crepe myrtle over here, but it definitely has new growth on the bottom. I was giving it a little bit of a chance because if you look right here, there's some growth there. I was trying to see if there would be any more, but it is June. It might be time to cut it back. And then I know this honeysuckle is invasive, but it smells so good. And this here is just a part of the garden I don't do much with because the deer just come walking through here all the time. I have some Japanese maples and a lot of weeds up there on the side and these big gigantic boxwoods, which I do not love. But yeah, this is the front of my house. This flashing thing is supposed to keep deer away. That is still in debate whether it does or not. It's supposed to put out a sound that will keep them far from here, but they still come through here because I catch them on my ring cam. The yuccas and monkey puzzle are right over. And this place is my smaller monkey puzzle and my yuccas I have here. And I have a lot of dahlias planted in here, but the deer usually leave the dahlias alone, and they are not this year, which I'm not very happy about. It's a smaller monkey puzzle and some more of my crepe myrtles out here that have died to the ground, except for one. One has full leaves on it for some odd reason. I have sold so many baby Trachycarpus. It's just crazy how many I have sold. And I still have a few left, but I'm so happy to have gotten rid of it. I had way too many, way too many. And here is the gate to the back garden. Okay, through the gate we go. It's nice and early this morning. Sun is just coming up. This is the entrance to my backyard garden. And I've got my Italian cypress right there. A Phoenix dactylifera I grew from seed. That made it through the winter just fine, and I think it looks really good. Got some red bananas out here. My spindle palm. And over on this side I have some musabastu coming up that died to the ground. I've got some agapanthus. This is an old iron staircase that I don't really use, but I put plants on it, and obviously I have some honeysuckle on it, and it still smells so good. My Robellini, it had a rough winter, but it is doing really well. And this is a little different than last year, because last year I had my clumping bamboo here and I moved it all. So it used to look a little more tropical than it does right now, but I wanted to have more space for palms in this area. My nice big Washingtonia robusta back here with some agaves behind it and some musabastu. Now notice the musabastu back here is really tall as compared, this did not die to the ground, but over here it did. So that's on a comeback. The peonies are ending, so are the rhododendrons. It's kind of beyond that point, and plus it's been so warm. I have the fountain turned off right now because it's so loud when I am videoing, but there's the Robellini and lots of alocasia planted in here. Then I've got my Trachycarpus. While we're over here, this is my non-hardy pomegranate, and it is just fabulous right now. It's doing so well. There are still flower buds all on it. I doubt seriously if I will get fruit from this year. It's the first time it's ever flowered. I grew this from seed, from just buying fruit in the store. I had like 3 plants. This is the one that survived, and I protected it outside for several years now. The musabastu over here is taller than I am. It's just so weird how some of it survives so well with kind of the same protection. And I mean, that's at least This one right here is probably a good 9 feet tall right here. But yes, so much better here compared to some of them, which I will show you. This is my hardy pomegranate, and it's taken forever to leaf out. There's still whole sections that don't have leaves. I'm kind of waiting to trim it back until I see, because for a while there was a whole section without leaves, and now all of a sudden it has leaves. My camellia down here is doing great, I think. More bananas. Let's kind of go through here. I've got some plants in here, and I'll show you why I've got them stored in here in just a second. But really beautiful out. But I want to show you my olive tree. So many buds on it, just everywhere. On this one, the other one does not have as many, but this one has a lot on it. And I don't know this flower right here. It's kind of a weed. It spreads all over the place, but it is really pretty. I need to look that one up. So I'm climbing back through here. This is normally a path, but I have plants in the way because I'm having a new air conditioning unit installed, and they're still working on it. Here is my Cuban royal palm and some more bananas. My hardy ginger is coming up. The koi are all going to think I'm going to feed them. This is my problem Trachycarpus. Everyone said water like crazy. I am watering it like crazy. I trimmed off the dead, but they were both planted at the same time here, and look how full this one is, and this one is not. I don't know why, but I'm trying to get it to survive. Here's all the koi down here. They're very excited. It's too early in the morning, but there's lots of water lilies of different colors right now. We'll feed them in a minute. Over here, you can see I've got more red bananas and centes. I think I definitely lost this tree fern. This is the one where the electrical cord got unplugged, and I did not know it in late spring. And it hit some really cold temperatures, and it was completely leafed out like this one inside the box. It was green until that point. So now I just have one, and you'll see this has lots of new growth on it. It's very happy here. I will do the same thing and put some precautions in so I don't have that same issue where the electrical cord gets undone. Still waiting for some of my tropical bananas to fill out. This is an unknown citrus, meaning I grew it from seed and I don't remember what it is. So it'll be really fun if it ever fruits. Some clumping bamboo there. And this, of course, is my gigantic now Jubaea hybrid. It's a good 7 feet tall now, but its fronds are so stiff on this, and it's got really a big trunk now down there. I really love this plant. As all of you know, it's like my favorite of favorites, and it just takes up this whole space. I mean, that's a good almost 10 feet from end to end now in this space, and I'm glad I left room for it. Over here, this is my hardy grapefruit, not hardy grapefruit, I'm just so used to saying hardy. I wanted to put this outside permanently, but it's really stuck down in this pot, and I don't want to lose the fruit. I think if I bang the pot around, I'm going to lose it. So it's going to wait to go outside. I have lots of baby camarops. I have more up there. They're all from this plant over here. This is another Phoenix dactylifera I grew from seed. But this one here is just getting so nice and big. It's really taking up the space, and I'll show you if I can get in here. It has flowers forming on it as well. So I will get more seed on that. And here you can see another musabastu that's really, really tall. It's just so weird how they are so different. Here I just want to point out again, my lilies are completely bug free. Thank you, Yvonne. And the recipe of this is disinfectant and dishwashing soap. And that's what did it. Last year, this time, it was just a complete mess, and they are so much better. So, Yvonne, thank you. And Yvonne, if you want to post the exact recipe in the comments, that would be great. Here's my ponderosa lemon. This one stayed outside all winter long. I protected it. It's doing great. And some of the plumeria over here. Really, really love this plant. Just a view of the pond up here. My staghorn fern. And I would definitely say the garden is about 90% there for the summer. I've had to move things around just because of the air conditioning unit, and I have some more cannas to put in. But I think it's starting to come together. It's starting to look good. And I normally don't film this early, but I just thought it would give a different perspective from the other garden tours I did in the past. Clumping bamboo here. Going down the stairs. This is my hardy flying dragon, and you can see I've got quite a few fruit on it right now. Some more clumping bamboo. That's my Chinese palm there. Livistona chinesis. And this is my other Shamrock. Sorry, my shadow's in the way. And this is the one that has the silver on it. It's starting to show a little bit more. It's hard to see in this morning light, but it's a Saphira. And then I have another flying dragon here with fruit, but I'm gonna move this. It's just too close. These both were really small when I planted them. I didn't think so much about it, and now I kind of regret that. I love this walkway down here because you've got the towering bamboo giving privacy on the side. Musabastu. This one died to the ground, and this is how fast musabastu can grow. This is about, I don't know, I would say 6 feet now. This whole section died to the ground, and now I've got bananas coming up. And this is another big Washingtonia robusta, and this one gets really, really wide. The canopy every year, and it's already starting right now. Some more musabastu that died to the ground. Here's a small one there, but they're coming back, so that's always good. And down here, the lavender is just gone crazy. As cold as it was, the lavender is just insane. It's just taken off here on the edge of my cactus garden. I've utilized the wall here to put a lot of my potted plants and just hidden them along the wall so they can hang over. It's less work for me in the fall. So if you have a wall like that and can kind of hide the pots, it's effective. These, I can never remember the name, I have to look this up, bloom at night. And they grow like crazy. If a leaf falls off, if you stick it in the ground, they come back, and that's why I have so many of them. But they bloom at night, and they're really beautiful. Peonies on their way out. Another Washingtonia robusta. This one's growing pretty fast. I've got lots of cannas coming up in here. Tropical bananas are growing. They haven't really taken off yet, but hopefully soon. And over here, I'm trying to hide the pool heater with some bird of paradise, a fig tree, Washingtonia robusta, and of course my trachycarpus over here along the pool. I think I said it last week, but this whole area here used to be some pine trees and grass between the pool and the house. And now I've got it filled in with a lot of perennials. And I think it looks really good here with the pool. So let's kind of wander over and see what's going on over here. Monkey puzzle looking very good. It's taller than me now. It's getting a really nice thick trunk on it now. It is so nice and sharp. I love this thing so much. I have a smaller one in the front, which I'll show. I've got some citrus planted out here temporarily. And my cactus garden, right now it's not blooming because it's too early in the morning. And there's a cord that I have to move going through it. But the yellow cactus are not ready to bloom yet, but the pink cactus are. Some more plumeria. This is my sylvestris, Phoenix sylvestris. Can't talk this morning, it's too early. And then my big Washingtonia robusta. That is now a good 10 feet tall to the top up there. And as it gets warmer, these fronds are going to start to splay down a little bit. But this thing is so gigantic. I'm going to just stick my foot up there. That shows you how big it is. It's just huge. My needle palm, which I rarely show. I always forget to show this. And another Washingtonia robusta. But yeah, this is where I hang out all summer long. Let's go over and look at the yuccas. The really large trachycarpus down here have stopped blooming. I think this is a male. Please chime in if you feel differently. I've never gotten seed from this, so I'm assuming it's a male. And I've got my sagas down here. I have a sable minor here that I don't know the name anymore because I lost the tag. It was so tiny, it was like a blade of grass, but it's finally starting to take off. This is one of my Australian palms, the gorge palm. It's in the Livistona family. You can see more flowers here on this one. I've got some pineapple. The figs are coming back slowly. They died to the ground. And here is the Yucca rostrata that has not bloomed. Really, really pretty. It's a gorgeous morning. And this is a sable palmetto here. I don't have this one permanently in the ground. I have one up by the pond that is. I got these online from Texas, and they were tiny, 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 and they grow slow, but they are finally starting to grow. And this is my ribbon palm that I put in the ground this year. It seems happy. There's new growth on it. Roses are blooming here. A pindo palm I grew from seed that is getting quite big. Happy with that. There's my other pindo back here. This is my Lazarus palm that came back from the dead. And then hidden back in here is the mule palm that I moved this year to see what it's going to do. So that it still remains to see if anything is going to happen with this palm. We will see. all of these will be blooming very, very soon. I'm excited about that. It always is an exciting time when these all bloom at once because they're really, really beautiful. My hillside here, just a lot of grasses I planted because it's very difficult to garden on this hillside. It doesn't look so steep, but it actually is. And when you're digging, I can't even tell you how many times I have fallen over. So a lot of grasses, a lot of ferns, there's a lot of weeds, some bushes that were very hard to put in. And there are some Musa bastu hidden up in this hillside here. But I think it looks attractive and full up in there. And you can see there's lupins up in the top and some foxglove digitalis. And I keep trying to add some things, but it is hard up here. And quite a few butterfly bushes. They grow really, really well here, almost too well here. At my old house, they would never reproduce, but here I find them coming up all over the place. Really pretty morning out here on the Hudson River. My potatoes are in. My tomatoes are in, and I have some melons and things like that planted. I still have more to plant out here. And then over here I have my apples and my pawpaws. Some baby pawpaw fruit there for me. And here you can see the pool area in the house from down in the field. This was my fig area all around the flagpole. The winter was so bad I did not cover them. The figs died to the ground there. In here among a lot of weeds, but you can see they're starting to come back, but it's a little sad. But it's kind of well, it's not even kind of my fault, it is my fault because I did not correct them or cover them. I'm showing this, but I'm kind of embarrassed. This is my vineyard. I've got to get down here and work on this. This is the part of my garden that does not get the attention it needs because I'm so busy with the tropicals up by the house, but I need to get to work down here and get this working because it was my goal to make wine. I've made it once, and unfortunately not last year or the year before. So I got to get to work here on this area. And walking up the steps past the caboose. Such an interesting thing to have on your property. Hidden among my giant bamboo and foxglove is some black bamboo that actually made it. And I know I show this a lot, but I still am fascinated by it. So cool. I love how dark it is. So fun. And that just brings us right back up to the beautiful Jubaea hybrid.